It was a full weekend for Iowa sports, including softball and baseball, where they continue to make their marks in their Big Ten season.
We'll have more on both those teams in just a bit, but now we flip towards Iowa gymnastics as they close out their 2014-15 season.
The Iowa gymnastics team fell short of an NCAA national championship trip, but they ended their season this past weekend with flying colors.
The team competed in Auburn, Alabama, where Iowa's 3 seniors led the team to a 5th-place finish.
5 Gymhawks placed in the top 15 in individual events.
Sophomore Molly Drent placed 9th on the bars with a score of 9.825. Sophomore Angel Metcalf and senior Johanny Sotillo tied for 12th with a score of 9.8.
Junior Allie Glover soared on the beam, placing 9th overall and posting a season-high score of 9.875. The seniors Sydney Hare and Sotillo captured 12th with a score of 9.8.
And Alabama won the meet overall, while Auburn turned 2nd place.
Those 2 teams will continue to the NCAA National Championship in Fort Worth, Texas, April 17th through April 19th.
And as gymnastics is just starting their NCAA run, the men's basketball NCAA tournament is just 1 game away from crowning their winner.
March Madness has gone beyond the madness as the Final 4 games took place Saturday night.
And I don't know about you, but did you catch that Wisconsin-Kentucky game yesterday?
I feel like that was the championship game instead of tomorrow, but that's okay.
It was a total nail-biter. And Wisconsin was one of 2 Big Ten teams who represented the conference in the Final 4 battle, while one didn't survive.
Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans were put to sleep yesterday by the Cameron Crazies of Duke, 81-61.
The next game was one for the books, though, as Wisconsin snapped Kentucky's perfect season, beating them 71-64.
The championship game will be a rematch between the Duke Blue Devils and Wisconsin Badgers. The 2 played on December 3rd, where Duke took the victory 80-70.
I wouldn't want to miss that, and you can catch that tomorrow, CBS.
Keeping with the Big Ten, but back to Hawkeye sports, softball and baseball both had a long weekend series of Big Ten play.
Softball was here in Iowa City at Bob Pearl Field, where they played host to Illinois.
The series started off on Friday, April 3rd, where Iowa was able to come out with the victory 15-7 with a little help from redshirt sophomore Sammy Geierman.
Geierman knocked a single, double, triple, and a home run to set a career high of 6 RBI and 4 hits.
Unfortunately, that victory was soon forgotten as Illinois took the 2nd game of the series on Saturday.
Daily Iowan TV sports reporter Nicole Ray was at Bob Pearl Field and saw how Illinois took the flip. Nicole?
The Iowa softball team fell to Illinois 15-7 in the 2nd game of their 3-game series yesterday afternoon at Pearl Field. The Hawks started off slow, with the Illini taking an early 1-0 lead in the top of the 1st after a double and an RBI single. Iowa struggled at bat to rally, and after 2 scoreless innings, Illinois dominated in the top of the 4th, scoring 6 runs off 4 hits and 2 errors on the Hawkeyes. In the 5th inning, Iowa started to find its rhythm after getting a walk and an Illini error with no outs. With 2 on the bases, redshirt junior Holly Hoffman drilled one to right center for a 2-run single. In the bottom of the 6th, junior Whitney Repley scored off an error, and freshman Cheyenne Pratt followed with a double, sending redshirt sophomore Sammy Geierman to the plate. Senior Megan Blank bombed one over the right field wall for 3 runs, tying the game at 7-7. This was the 23rd career home run for Blank, tying her for the 5th spot on the Iowa all-time career home run list. After a hard-fought comeback, the Illini rallied again, scoring 8 runs off 7 hits to secure a 15-7 victory. Head coach Marla Looper said tying it up in the 6th inning was awesome, but that the team has to play better defense. With this loss, the team moves to 12-29 overall and face their next Big Ten competitor, Wisconsin, next weekend in Madison. This has been Nicole Ray for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The 3rd game of that series took place earlier today on this beautiful Easter Sunday, where Iowa fell in the 3rd game of the series 12-7. Catch more of that recap tomorrow from Monday's Whip Around crew.
And men's baseball also in action over the weekend in West Lafayette, Indiana at Purdue.
The number 24 Iowa Hawkeyes started out the series opener on Friday, taking the ballgame 9-1.
The Hawkeyes went on to clinch the series when they rallied past the Boilermakers on Saturday afternoon, 10-5.
Iowa's offensive leaders in the batter's box were Jake Mingler, who went 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs, while Eric Toole went 2 for 4, and Joel Booker went 2 for 5 with 1 RBI.
The series closed up this afternoon where Iowa ended the series finale winning 4-1.
With that sweep, it puts Iowa at 6-0 in the Big Ten for the first time in program history.
The team comes back to Iowa City for a midweek game on Wednesday to face Milwaukee before heading to the Big Ten newcomer Maryland for another weekend series.
We are all out of time on this Easter night, but stay tuned for Monday's edition of Daily Iowan TV, where I look at two track and field athletes who made America their new home.
Austin and Megan, back to you guys.